The second part is we have two sections. In the first one, we'll see some example on European Bauhaus incubations project. So like the say that the origins or the genesis of two projects. And we have a guest speaker for that. And then the second section of the second part will be about the European Bauhaus toolbox. And we will dive a bit more in it. The examples of the first part are from Horta in the Azores island from Rotterdam in the Netherlands. And they refer to two different projects. One is support to the European Bauhaus local initiatives, which is one single project, but it features 20 small local initiatives, or smaller, not necessarily small. And we also refer to them as projects, so don't get confused. And it was concluded just a few months ago, the support part, let's say. And then the second project will be about the culture and campus in Rotterdam as a European Bauhaus lighthouse. And I just want to introduce a bit the speakers. We have Rita Campos and Cláudia Gomes. Rita, do you know if she's here, or it will be only you to present for Horta?
I'm not sure. Maybe she's a little bit late, but I will do all the presentation, no problem.
Okay, all right. As you prefer. If not, we can swap the order. And then we have Jana Michael from Rotterdam. So I will just briefly introduce Rita. She's an architect and urban planner based in the Azores island, and she has a long experience working with projects as urban architecture and also like as a project manager indeed. And she arrived to the Azores with a project for like many years ago for post-earthquake reconstruction, and she lives there ever since. But now with this new project on European Bauhaus local initiatives, she was getting closer and closer to the European Bauhaus framework, and she will talk a bit about this. I think what's moved you is the idea to regenerate urban areas to bring them back to the population, to the humans, and how can I say, like underline the values of relations among humans and the environment, and in your case, also the ocean.
Thank you, Joel, and thank you, Gosha, and all the organization to invite us. So the name that we gave to our project was Faial Islands Arts Bank, and we use this sailing with and after New European Bauhaus, and you will see why. Let's see. So we were one of the 20 being selected in the local initiatives of New European Bauhaus in 2022. And we were very happy to have this opportunity. So about the Azores, and we are an archipelago, and we are, I am in Faial Island, one of the 9 islands. And this island has, like all islands, a very important relation to the sea. You can see on the picture on the right our city, and it is a city all connected with one of the most beautiful bays of the world. And you can see here by this symbol on the right, it's really being classified as one of the most beautiful bays in the world. So we see on the left side where the building is. And you can see the building has a very interesting heritage connection, and also it was lacking the connection with the sea. It was one of the important features of the project. So what we wanted was to build a flexible, sustainable, and beautiful platform for the arts, and also to give voice to the community. So it was like a connection between the arts and social representation. So it becomes the islanders connecting place, combining the physical and virtual interaction. It was supposed to be an arts hub that will bridge between transdisciplinary projects, or not only artistic-based ones, because nowadays arts is connected to almost all to science and also to be a new social, to have this new social economy skills to reconnect with nature. We have a very important ecological system and natural system heritage. So here you see the facade of the building. The building is very. It wasn't the headquarters of the National Portuguese Bank, so it had to be very institutional, and so it ended, and the building left us this kind of feeling that they really wanted to do something completely different with a different kind of stones, a different approach. So we went to look for the history of the building. But at the same time, we looked at the history of the building, and also we were understanding about new European Bauhaus. So we wanted to we learned about Bauhaus in architectural school, but we wanted to see how, because we were taking notice that some things were happening at the same time. So this timeline was very important, because you have, well, you may not be able to read everything, but you can have this feeling of orange was some landmarks and important dates of the Bauhaus, and red was the importance of how it was built and how it was the process of settlement of the Bank of Portugal. And also you have in green and blue some very important historical times and timeline that was connected with sea. You have on green the submarine, the laying of the submarine telegraph cables, and you see Azores is almost in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, so it was between Europe and Americas. So the submarine telegraph cables were of such an importance, and they were connecting the continents. And also we have on blue the transatlantic flights, the seaplanes, because only in the 20th century we had the normal airport, because around the 30s till the 70s, I think, 1970s, we had seaplanes landing on our bay. So we understood that the sea was a very important connecting history around the building and the history of the island. So we looked at the European Bauhaus campus. It's a very interesting way to understand how these three values that we see here together, sustainable, beautiful, and we were trying to understand how our project could be integrated in the three values, and also the systems that we could have them connected or integrated. So here you can see a little bit of our, it's like an image of what we were thinking when we presented to the call. We were thinking about how beautiful this building is, and beautiful not only it has a visual aspect, it is very beautiful, but also how it can help people feel better in the island, and how it can be well improved in order to be more contemporary and more to host different kinds of artistic moments. So we were thinking, because it is a classified building. It is a heritage, and also it's like a national classified building. So we were looking also about New European Bauhaus and other calls. And you see here on the bottom right, the New European Bauhaus of the sea sails. It is a very interesting call that connects the history of the Bauhaus with science and the marine biology. And we were thinking, oh, that's so interesting. They put the Bauhaus building on a boat, so that they immediately made us think, okay, Bauhaus is going on the sea. So we did the image of our building on a boat, because it had a double sense, because the building was made in stone that came all the way from the mainland, and we were thinking also, well, we have a big connection to the sea also. So, and also this connection now, the municipality, Horta's municipality, is under construction, is redeveloping, making the Horta seafront project more about inclusion, better accessibilities. So it's undergoing. And then when we were doing the call, and also after, when we were already on technical assistance, we did this big research of the importance of our stakeholders. So we were looking at local stakeholders in various fields of the social island. It was stakeholders on education, on cultural and artistic sector, sustainability, media, and also the state agencies and offices, like, for example, like the library, the museums, and also the education. We connected with the schools, so that schools would see the Faial Island Arts Bank as a place where they can do their present their works, do some works. And so we began doing some
Sorry, Rita, to jump in. I have to be the bad cop and
okay. I'm a little bit long.
It's fine. It's still 2 or 3 minutes, but just
okay. So we had this stakeholders engagement moments because we were, one of the things that we were sure is that we didn't want to have a fixed to closed program. We wanted stakeholders to help us what they wanted for the building. And it was very interesting because people were thinking with us and they felt free to say, oh, I think we need this, we don't need that. So it was a very interesting moment. And we with the help of technical assistance, we did this. It's called in Portuguese. It's Caderno de Reflexões, and it means how we can think about the building. So we had some. This was the image of the caderno and the book. And people were going around the building, meeting the building. What could we do here? What could we do there? And then these reflections were translated into a handbook where we had like this program, like a multifunctional spaces for artistic residence, coffee bookshop, bar, some co-working spaces, some studio, multimedia. For example, we were thinking about the safe. The building has a big safe. It's very interesting. So we are looking at the plans of the building, and we were thinking, and even so here we can see, for example, various points where we could have, for example, the bar. We weren't yet closing too much because we did at this point of the project we didn't have like an architectural project done yet. So we ended having this idea that we needed to respect heritage and have flexible equipment so that it could be open and close as we needed. We also had, with the technical assistance, we did this eco business model and financing database so that we could understand how what we wanted in this time, but also in the future, because this was to be an open business model and to evolve with the project. So we also did this roadmap that it was a very important, and it is still a very important document, because in this one we had what was like a visual synthesis, how the 3 values could be explored on the building, and also the enabling factors. For example, it was very important to ensure political support, to map the stakeholders' involvement and contribution, to co-develop, because this was the idea, to have people in several areas contribute. Transdisciplinary approach, and by the end we had a certified NEB project with how it was going towards the NEB values. So on this roadmap we had the flagship actions set of what we should do by the technical assistance and afterwards. We had like a big budget because we need to do some rehabilitation of the building, and also we divided into several construction phases, so that because at the end of technical assistance we didn't have and we still do not have the budget for the rehabilitation, and we are looking for it. So it was important to show how this project could be replicated. And so we were thinking by the beginning of the project all along how it could reach, also how it can be replicated, the process, and also how it can be reach other islands, and because we are on the outmost regions, we were thinking that some of these systems could be really replicated. So we have here our technical experts, Daniela Rizia, Maíra Reis, Malgorzata Gosha, and Eileen Crowley. And on the right, we have our dream team. We call it like that because we were very happy and with very big dreams about the project. Thank you.